Good morning. I figured while I was sitting here without my van, I might as well make another video, right? It's a new year, and maybe if I get enough of them out, it'll help me pay for the repairs for my van. Highly unlikely. So far it says I'm up to like $21. Is it a week yet? 21 a week. Hey, if I keep this up, I might actually get paid by the end of the month. I better keep making videos. Shorts seem to do the best, though. Not lately, but generally, if I mention Florida and Christmas. Let's see, what's the next holiday? Martin Luther King Day. I'm planning on going back to Webster and suffering through another week of trying to recover after that. Do that flea market and try to make a little more money, because in order to get the control arms done, it's shaking bad, guys. It's shaking. That van is just, and it just has that feel and that sound of, you're going to leave me on the side of the road, aren't you? Which, thank God, it was very kind to leave me inside the gates of the storage facility, so I kind of felt safe, but it had an eerie feel. It was starting to get dark when the van quit on me, and there were strange people behind me unloading their car into their storage, and I don't know, it just felt spooky, like the Chainsaw Massacre. And, you know, I'm sitting in my car, and it's like 52 degrees, and for me now, that's cold. And I'm like, I'm freezing. So thank God my son came and rescued me. The older one, Denny. And bless his heart, he stayed with me for an hour, and then AAA called and said it's going to be another hour. And so I think their machine is just off, and it took, you know, because I said, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, and I checked the restroom at the storage inside the gate, and it was locked. And so I said, let's just go home for a while, and then I'll just come back by myself. But he decided to take me back. So it was about 15 minutes after we got to his place that they call, the tow truck driver called and said, hey, I'm 10 minutes out. And I'm like, okay, we're on it. We'll meet you there. And nice guy, and said he'd drop the key in the key drop, and I'm sure he did, because they called me this morning, and they asked some questions. And, you know, what are we doing today? You keep saying the fuel filter. Well, that's what they keep calling it. It's not really. It's a pump. It's a whole pump. It's a big, giant thing. I don't know. Filter, regulator, pump. I don't know. They made this one part to do it all. Dodge. Dodge. Anyway, yeah, so that's being done. I feel good about it, you know. And last night Mike said to me again, Mom, I promise you I'm going to, you know, get you a vehicle. And I'm like, I wanted to say, let's just fix this one. I really, though, I gotta say, getting in and out of that thing is hellish for me now. I'm scared I'm going to fall off of the running board, which seems a little loose. I don't know. See, I'm not getting to the outside till I make sure the mechanical is up to par. I'm not going to put a ton of money into something if it's just going to keep breaking down. I'll use it locally till I just can't fix it anymore, I guess. But yeah, I might say to Mike, hey, I'd rather you just give me X amount and let me, like, repair whatever it needs next. Man, has it been fix or repair daily? Yeah, it should have been a Ford. Acronym. Yes, anyway. So I'm cooking my dairy-free cornbread, because I love cornbread in the morning. I just like something dense and hearty and buttery. So I usually throw a little butter on there. About a teaspoon, 30 calories, you know. Cornbread generally runs about 150 calories, and so, you know, I got to start being more careful. So I gained 2 pounds since Thanksgiving, and maybe that's not a big deal to some, but for me it's a seriously big deal, because I can only lose 1 to 2 pounds a month. That's like the highest I've been able to do. Had one good month where I dropped 6 pounds really fast from that carnivore thing. I've been thinking of trying that again, just for like a couple days to just kind of regulate my metabolism and maybe cut down on my sugar cravings. So I try not to eat white sugar. I try to only eat maple syrup and honey, because when I have a little maple syrup, I don't want to consume the entire bottle. When I eat a spoon of white sugar, you know, it might be in something, I want more. It's very subtle. It just keeps creeping in on me till like I find that, oh gee, I need a cookie with that. And you know, it just gets, the more white sugar I consume, the more white sugar I want. Dennis always referred, the late Dennis Page used to refer to the Sugar Blues book. And that sugar, white sugar is like one molecule difference from that in cocaine. So the addiction factor would be there. I think people have pretty much figured out that sugar, fat, and salt are highly addictive substances. Or we wouldn't have McDonald's and Hardee's. Talk about fat. Oh my God. Hardee's. Grease City, man. One time I was forced, it was the only restaurant in a town, to get a breakfast sandwich. It's just a ball of grease. Dripping. There was supposed to be a biscuit and egg in there somewhere, but I don't know. So I'm drinking my coffee and I'm talking to you and I'm waiting for my bread to cook. And, we need to do some prayers, guys. I got some new names and it's been on my mind and I've just been so tired. I'm so tired. Ever since I did that flea market, will you please dismiss? I have an alarm going off, I guess, only you can't hear it because I'm talking, so. What to do? What to do? I'm just exhausted. I'm just forcing myself and pushing myself, and it is so hard. And then I want to do it again in a couple of weeks and really exhaust myself. I don't know, guys, you know, $9.60 a month. Well, $9.90 now. Hey, I got a raise, $30. But, you know, that's $360 a year more than I was getting, so happy days. And if I get a little bit out of this, it might be able to help me with my repairs. Yeah. The cost of food. My gosh, it used to be $50. I was all set. I had like top of the line food, right? Because when you're dieting, you need a lot of fresh produce. You can't fill up on, right? So my dieting, I gained 2 pounds. I'm so sorry. I go back and forth, back and forth. I don't know where my mind is heading. I'm going to publish this anyway, even though it's totally fragmented. Forgive me. What was I saying? I gained 2 pounds, and so I'm racking my brain. How did this happen? I've been counting every calorie, but I have been going over a bit. I've been doing like 1,800 some days. So I started calculating, and I went onto a calculator. What was it called? PTP, like the letter Paul, PT, like Tom, Pioneer.com. Has a calculator for your resting metabolic rate. I don't move much, guys. Up and down to, you know, like do the coffee, do the cornbread, make my bed, get dressed, go to the bathroom, or just like get up so I don't turn into like a statue because I stiffen up, you know. And I'm not exercising like I should be. I'm not doing my spot exercises. It's ever since Webster, I'm like, so, you know, it's just like, that's a problem. And so I figured my resting metabolic rate, and it's 1,785 calories. So I started figuring out, well, what if I was like between 18 and 1900 calories? Because I was being a little loose over the holidays, and not like, I'd be like, okay, that's approximately, because, you know, I've been counting calories for so many years, most of my life, in fact, that I know my food now. I know approximately, okay, a piece of this is that, and a piece of the, you know, it's restaurants that throw me. That's hard, especially Chinese food, you know, because you know there's going to be a lot of cornstarch and stuff in the, but anyway, that's the only thing I have trouble counting calories with, restaurant food, because I don't know what's in it, or how much of it, right? So, what was I saying? So I figured that, wow, I'm consuming about 116 calories more per day than I was even supposed to. Because at 1785, you know, that's just to maintain the weight I was at. Here I'm going over about 116 calories a day, and in 2 months, 2 pounds, indeed. It's not necessarily, you know, oh, I had, you know, 2,000 calories every day. Even if you have 1,800 calories every day, you keep adding that on, you're going to have weight gain. It's just a really tricky game. It really is, weight loss. So I'm back on it. I'm like, okay, 1,500 calories tops. And I got to make sure I'm even under that a bit, because sometimes, you know, you calculate something, you might be off a few calories, and quite frankly, with somebody like me, those few calories are going to make that difference about whether I lose this year, or I stay the same, or I gain. So being really, you know, it's a pain in the butt, let's face it. Trying to lose weight is the biggest pain in the butt, but you got to keep on it, and you just, it's really, like I said, consistency. You can't give up, you can't let up. You let up for a couple of months, there's 2 pounds, maybe 5, depending on what you were eating. But I have hope that I can get this dropped within a month, 2 pounds, I'm hoping. And then I start over again, you know, and from where I had originally left off, I was down 45 pounds. Now it's 43. But, you know, I lost that whole 45. I lost it. I did it. And I'm going to give myself credit for that, despite the fact that I gained 2 of it back. You know, Michael was like, you know, I'm like all distraught, and he says, Mom, it goes up and down. I'm like, not for me. It has to keep going down. I don't want it going up and down. I want it going down and down. That's what I want. And by gosh, I'm going to get what I want. I want to be 150 pounds tops, preferably 145, but I'm not going to overdo, you know, the numbers right now. I just want to hit that 150 mark. There's the cornbread. Yay! I better go check it. Last time I made cornbread, you remember what happened? The inside was all, yeah, I'll be right back. Why does food make me so happy? Isn't it a thing of beauty? Yeah, so anyway, came out nice. Fluffy, and you know when there's no egg and milk in it. It just, do you? I think it's the whole wheat flour, and like there's no white flour, so it's just denser. Because quite frankly, when I've made it with egg, it might be a little higher. Wow, it's really hard to talk and eat that. It's very dense. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about something. Dieting and loving food. I love food. I was thinking, I woke up at like 7 this morning. And then I just go back to bed and I lay there because I'm always tired lately, you know. And so I'm laying there, and I'm thinking, I want 3 eggs, toast, and a sausage. And then I'm like adding it up in my head, and I'm like, no. How about 2 eggs, a slice of toast, and a sausage, and I'm adding that up, and then I wake up and it's like, I think I'll just make some cornbread and call it a day. Yeah, I don't know. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? Show tunes. Everything in my head is a show tune. Must be my way of escape. Okay, so let's see. What else can we talk about? Hopes and dreams. It's a new year, and I have hopes and dreams. My biggest hope is I could walk right. Darn it. Honestly, in retrospect, I am way worse off now than I was 2 years ago with this leg. Way worse. And I've lost 45 almost pounds. What's the answer? It can't be surgery. I refuse. It can't be surgery. It's got to be magic. Oh, it's magic. Yes, I know. There's all kinds of things floating around in my head, you know? Songs. There's always a song in my head. With a song in my head. Decorating. I took the Christmas stocking behind me down so you wouldn't think I was a lazy. All my Christmas stuff is still up. Yes, it is. Because I don't want to cross the Jordan there. Do you want to see what it looks like? I'll show you. So I just have the, but you know, trying to get up over that thing, it's extremely soft, right? So I got to kind of like roll around on that thing, and it's narrow, and try to like get over to the other side. So what I was hoping to do was get Maggie's, you know, I shouldn't take Maggie's tents out of my van because they're planning on also doing that flea market on MLK Day because they do very well out in the field. I should have never been under the thingy. I might call and talk to them about that. I want to take another bite of this, but I won't be able to talk. I'll take a small bite. Yeah, see, it's constantly, I want to get that bed moved into my van, but I don't want to do that until I empty my van. Once I know that it can run and not leave me on the side of the road, I have this great rug. I can't wait to show it to you. It is so not me. I'm like, wow, this is like crazy looking. I think I'll buy it. And I did. No wonder my credit cards are up so high. I'm going to get them paid down. I'm a stubborn thing. And then I don't ever want to use them again. Well, no, you have to or they'll close them down on you. I've had that happen. I am going to cut my Amazon store card in 2 million pieces. And I don't ever want to use it again. And, yeah. But see, you need credit cards because I can't even order something online without a credit card. Well, can you use your debit only? I'm not sure. I could try that. Would be smarter. So anyway, I want to keep my credit cards in case it was ever a serious emergency, like, God forbid, I need a transmission. I mean, I hate to say that word, and I'm not throwing that into the universe, God. I'm just saying that sometimes when I back up and I do a really hard right turn, and then I straighten it out, first of all, it does not like a hard any turn. It wants to stall out. I don't know what that is yet. Please let it not be the transmission, God, please. And, yeah. What was I saying? Transmission. Oh, when I back up, right? So I do a really, wait a minute. If I'm parked there and I want to move the back end that way, I turn to the right, right? I don't know, but I turn one way or the other and I back out because the spaces are very narrow, lordy. And then here at the apartment. And then when I go to straighten it out, it goes boom, just like that. I'm like, did I just drop my gas tank? That's what it sounds like. I don't know what that is. If you do know, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Don't comment. I'm going to remove you. I can tell I gained 2 pounds. My face looks rounder. So yeah. Fix the van, fix the van. Wow, there must be a lot of butter in this because I just dripped some on the everywhere. I'm a messy eater. I didn't know that about myself. Anyway. So I ordered from Mercari. I'm never ordering from Mercari again. Had a little extra money from Christmas. And I wanted this bell. I know. Don't even. I'm trying to complete the look here. Once I take that little Christmas strand down, I have an empty wall. So I was thinking the way that I know I keep changing the subject. The way I have that wall, see it? There's 4 elements there, and they're kind of like, you know, almost kind of a diamond shape, but off-centered because of the boat, because I thought it looked cute that way. Well, that wall, I want to do something similar, but with different elements. Can you dig it? So, yeah. So I bought the bell, and the seller put the pieces together with electrical wire, white, yellow, and blue, or something like that. That's how the little dingy bell thing inside was connected. And then there's this other piece, it's all like twisted and crap, holding the bell to the, I'll show it to you later. I don't feel like getting up right now. And so I was just irate when I saw it. Thank God I opened it before the 3-day, and I said I want to return it. And they said, oh, just keep the item and we'll give you store credit. So then I had to fight with a, you know, computerized system because you can't get a hold of him any other way. And so we're bantering back and forth, and he's not wanting to give me my money back. And I'm like, before I contact my bank, I want you to find my original return report in those photos. Well, you never sent photos or a return. I said, oh, yes, I did, or you wouldn't have credited me. I don't want a credit. I said, as a matter of fact, I'm really getting sick of dealing with you people, because every time I order something lately, it's not as described. And that is not vintage. It's made in Taiwan. But it's so cool looking that I'm going to try to repair it. I'm having a really hard time finding any brass pieces that I could like bend and try to make it look a little better than what it looks like right now. But I'm a very fussy person too. But yeah, the electrical wire, that just kind of like threw me right over the edge. And oh, talk about greasy. Oh no, you get to see the secret side. Nikki eating. I always try never to eat on camera. One time I took a bite of toast and I had this nasty troll say, eating on the screen, that's disgusting. Wait a minute. There's so many cooking shows and there'll be women there with their plates shoveling it in. I mean, I just took a bite of toast, you know? Don't be a troll. People make me laugh. I'm sorry. I don't, you know, other people take it really seriously. The first time I got a really nasty comment, I was shocked. I didn't know there was no etiquette on YouTube, but it exists. The lack of etiquette, common sense, manners, tact, there is none. Well, no, let me take that back. 80% of people watching YouTube are good people and no problems. It's that 10 to 20% of people that are out there miserable with their life. You know they're miserable. Why else would they spend all this time trying to find a video to insult? You know, and so after the first initial shock with my big video, the 90,000 views, I never got a dime for that, you know, and that's something. Yeah, because I wasn't monetized at the time that it took off, but it was all those views that allowed me to become monetized. So, and I was fighting it too. People like, get monetized, you can make some money, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're a small channel, don't even worry about that. Just do what you love. Talk about what you want to. There's people out there who are bored too, you know. They might be trapped in their apartment, kind of like me. I'm not trapped. I mean, I can, like, drag my sorry rump out to the vehicle, and I took the kids' van last night. They have a minivan, Chrysler Pacifica. I took that, and I'm going to bring it over to, and, you know, by now, it's only going to be my most intimate viewers still watching, and could you please pray for Maggie? She's having some medical issues, and we'd like the prayers. Also, I've forgotten there's some other people, a woman named Donna, who's in a nursing home and really needs prayers. There's Pam, who's ill and is having trouble getting well. And am I forgetting somebody? Ugh, if I am, I'm so sorry. If I don't write every single thing down, I can't remember. I think I got everybody. If I don't, please either send me an email. My email address is always in my description, or most of the time, or you know, make a comment. Hey, could you pray for? And I'll make sure they're included. So there's another 26, 27-minute video, and I think I better go because it's starting to flash, which might mean that it'll cut me right off. So thank you for bearing with me and viewing, because you're helping me pay for my unruly van, but I still love my van. I'm not giving up on it. Sorry. Nope. I'm sticking with it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to that too. Mwah! See you soon. Bye.